Hello, hello, hello. Alright. Wow. I'll just take this design. And then we can move it back. Dang, I'm thirsty. This is very not important to even know. The reset works. There you go. Now it's truth tables. This part is the part I hate most, right? Because there's a bunch of interlocks within it. On top of this is just the whatever. This piece connects to some other pieces. Either way, there's 3 inputs to it. It's an OR gate. We're just detecting to see if there's at least an input. So that would be to this one and to this one. And then this input would be connected to I never set it up because it gets sent to the timer to start saying begin the reset. Alright, there we go. Now, I don't know how these work. I don't. I'm still confused. It's 2 NOR gates. It's gonna keep doing that. NOR. But this has these have conditions to whether the middle input is even on. Oop. Oh, and the timer was set off too. The timer is set to 0 ticks, so it's an infinite loop. Then the first one connects. Oh, it goes upwards. So that's why they're like that. It should work now. Oh, that's a NAND. Okay, I was like wondering why this isn't working. There we go. That's. Oh, these are OR gates. Oh. Wait, did I think I could switch them to AND gates, yeah. Alright. That works. Nope, 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 nope. I don't know why it's doing that. So it's whether this is on. Well. Oh wait, I don't think I did that part. I mean, technically, it's not wrong. No. Kanye West drop. What the fuck? No. Who designed this? Should be reprimanded. Alright. Yeah, that's what it should be doing. Why does this other one have dual inputs? Alright, so now it's set up. Resets there. There's inputs. $20. Yeah, why is there an AND gate here? Well, it should be if I... Oh. That works. You had 25 seconds to it. No, this one should work now. be other ways of doing this. Whatever. Now after 20 seconds it resets. There you go. You have the computer. You could make it even smaller by mashing everything together. Whatever. No, there's an audio output. I don't know. There might be, not. To be or not to be, that is the question. You know? There might not be. Should be track 1. FPEG. FFFmpeg. Such a weird format. Alright, well, that part's technically that's just a computer. Just 3 outputs. Wait, what are the outputs on mine? Alright, so that's the output. This is output, and this output can't exist because of so yeah. Then there's this fucking thing, which is really clanky. And this thing needs to be redesigned. Just for me to use it. And then it's stupid fucking... Actually, it's pretty ingenious with only using 2 inputs. It's just switching between 2 states. What the fuck, man? Why is it bugging out? There. It's weird. Okay. Not worry about this part. They could be all just integrated with each other. They connect to the right. Oops, that would have been bad. I added delay. As a delay. That's fine. This is just a switch input. And then once the timer I don't fucking know this thing resets. It's supposed to. I don't understand how this thing works. What? The fuck? Oh. Oh, this is stupid. Because it's perceived that how did that turn? Either way, it'll reset. You don't want that. You want the opposite. No matter if you have a short input. That's in a state of lock, but it can only achieve if you fuck it. Yeah, I don't know why the game just... As yeah, whatever. We'll be putting the brains down here, so we don't need to worry about yeah. The brains are encased. Don't even need the bottom anymore. Making it smaller is the best thing I can do. All it is. 4 switches. Crazy. It's an OR gate. What's this part connected to? It's an AND gate. And to here. And there's a bottom. Who designed this thing? It should be just fucking one. Then just an AND gate. And that's it. That's the point. I think I was trying to be like, okay, every step of the process, let's see how it works. There's nothing really advanced about this. It's just switching between one state or the other state. But it doesn't care for the in between. It's either on or off. That's completely what it is. It's just an OR gate. It's an AND gate. These two must have a secondary input, which you technically could just add a part for that. So if it's I think that's how it works essentially. Fucking remember how this thing works. This is red. It's painted. I wish I had a crimson red. This is out. Output. Input. And everything else you can ignore. Please don't jump. There you go. It has two inputs, which I know what these are. And I'll set this on OR. Or I think it is case specific. Okay. Well, at least I made it pretty much the same. So we can delete this part. It's just saying, oh, in this state, turn on only if this condition is met. I don't know. Shit's crazy. Alright, well, this is almost ready for a test. I believe This one's left, the other ones are right. Okay. All needs to be built out. It's the last piece of the puzzle. Yeah, the inputs are ores. I guess I should leave these on just to leave them as a test. Wait for 20 seconds. And alright, that worked. And then other way around. That's fun to look at. It's always fun to look at something that looks like it's gonna break. Okay, then it works. Okay. And then let's try middle input. Then wait for after middle input. Alright, 180'd right. So this is working now. All there's left to do is hook up all the user interface parts, and then it's done. Technically, I just gotta do a lot more, spruce it up a bit, so to speak. Okay, well, now that's over with. Time to make the user interface panel. No one's gonna stop me. That's cool as shit. Forgot my coffee. Whatever. Good morning, Vietnam. What are we doing tonight? We're playing fucking Scrabble. That's what we're doing. Alright. Okay. It's time to finish this project. Now with it being this, I haven't even worked on ramps yet. Some would say it's a hellscape. What is it called? Well, we can just do this as a. It's just called proto rail. Proto. Just do. Cart. Proto. What to do, skippity do, proto TT turntable. Alright. As we near, it's almost automated. You know, imagine having to get out. I want to move my cart this to you. More flexibility, I would say, to have that. I think if you were to do that instead, it would be easier and then less resource intensive. As all it is, it's just buttons, and then you can have the switches, and then you have a reset. So essentially, you're filling in what you would want. Oh, I want to turn this direction and go to 180. I'm going to do both at the same time, which you can do. But this is like, well, I can interact with it without having to get out of the fucking cart. Right. Let's call it rail. No, it's called track. Is it track? Track. Rack. Alright, so now let's place the item, the thingy-mabobber. Bro, just build a thingy-mabobber. Bro, about the thingy-mabobber. Alright. Connect this to this. I haven't tested this part out. Now it's time to find where do you put the thing? Where's my car? Here it is. Okay. So let's say, well, we're facing frontwards, but it's. You can make this thing bigger if you really want to. Well, let's try to find the center and then go from there. So go from, I guess you should go from like where the track is. And then you go this way, then this way. Rise. Did it tweak out? Did it derail? I don't know what the middle is. So if I know what the middle is, and then that'll lead me to some conclusion. I don't really even know what I'm doing right now. Oh, it's not liking that. There. Then let's pull out the ruler. The measuring tool, which is just a ruler. From here to, how long is it? Is it even? It's 33. Weird, really weird number of whatever's right. Sup, y'all. Trizzy. That's a banger name. Well, I guess you go from here to here. Yeah, 33 is really weird. So 15, 15, 16, 16. Oh well. Let's say here. This is your middle, and then there's the pilot seat, and then this some conclusion. Well, I can see the what is it called? So this is the middle, practically. Wherever this thing is where I'm gonna build the interactive part. So that'd be here. Then I would have to just flip it 180 to do the other side. My watch is going off. Something o'clock. It's 6 in the morning, that's what it is. Okay. So that part's done. Let's derail and then let's do the fun part. Let's 180 this. Watch, it's gonna 180. Why had to press a button? It just takes a moment. Whoa! Isn't that amazing? And then, but watch this. Watch it. I gotta wait like a couple of seconds, and then I didn't have to touch anything. Yeah, that took long. It took a very long time. And there we go. Well, whatever this far is, so it's 7, 8, so okay. Okay, there we go. I'm so smart. I'm so smart. So smart. Okay, and then we'll build the user interface panel. And then, well, how far does it extend? Then that's like the other part. And it gets stuck. So to there, that's how far I have to build it from. Weird. Okay. I wonder what music I should put on next. Yeah. And then... Wait, how did I build this one? Okay. This one has such a cool design. Why? It's freaking out. It's freaking out, bro. Why are you freaking out? It doesn't like when I add more things to it. And then I add... okay. Like this. Deep. And this deep. This deep. Then... this deep. Oh, that's sick. Well, thank you. Oh. And then we'll just put glass on this part, and I wish we can add something to top it off. Yeah. Okay. Then these will be interactive. There's so much wiring. I don't even know. So it's this way to this way to this way. Then you have the inputs, and you connect these inputs to... Middle's always correct. So plug this middle into there. Then this middle into this part, and then this part into this part. There we go. This let's retract this, as I don't want to accidentally turn it on and then be like in a loop, spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning. I wanted to add some. There's more automation you can add. So let's say, hypothetically, there are two people. One person uses it and is on the track. The second person wants to go next, but they're selecting their inputs. Technically, there's a failsafe within it that just happens to work well. Is that when an input is put in, no other input can be entered till reset. So if someone was trying to screw around or try to input something into the thingy and the thingy, either way, it's two people couldn't try to interact with the panel. Technically you could if two people were at the same time putting inputs, then that would be a huge issue. That would, just because of how annoying that would be to fix. So you could add you would add a switch. I don't know if you had one switch or multiple switches, saying that this interaction, this kiosk thing, whatever, this thing you interact with to interact with the turntable, this one's only on and the other ones are off because one person is interacting with that. So you can't screw around with other people's inputs. That's like the whole idea of how to fix that issue. Okay, I think a demo is worthy of to try. I am actually a little gleeful. All right. Let's say let's make a hypothetical. I want to turn 180. So all I have to do is line up my cart. This is the kind of probably the annoying part, but I made fail-safes. No, no. Okay, it worked. Oh boy. Oh my gosh, it worked. It really worked. Oh my god. It worked. Yeah, this didn't take me that long. It just took me a long time to just get off my ass. Okay. Now that's another part. Now I gotta figure out how do I accurately, you could, instead of using that, use this. It has a way smaller body, so you don't have to less likely to make an input error. Alright. Please turn me 180, please. Yes. Yes. For Christ. Oh my god. The tunnel ladder. How do you keep track on what's what? When you build these things, you build a layout in your mind over time, so you don't forget, really. You're not like, oh, what is this? You just kind of remember, and then when you're building with logic stuff, you need to start boxing things. Oh, this is the timer reset. This is the truth table, right? So it's a bunch of things, right? I wonder if I can set my latency a little better, because my latency is super mid. I can't change it, it's normal latency. I made it for my own sake, but I like to interact with people, you know? Always gonna be a little off. If I had better internet, it'd be so much better. I'm so glad this works. Okay. I'm kind of cooking right now. I'm kind of cooking. You know. So now the next part is the fun part. We have one input. Now let's do two inputs. Oh yeah. No way, dude. That's so awesome. What? Seeing like individual parts coming together to form the penultimate thing is so much fun to know. Okay. I want to go back. I want to go the other way. I want to turn the other 90 degrees. Boom. Oh yeah. Okay, that's really cool. I'm really happy about that. I'm really happy that this is done. Thank God. All right, I just gotta build the other parts, and then this is done. I am done with this part. This has took me the longest. Everything else took me like maybe a couple of hours, maybe a day of work. That's it. I'm so glad that this part's done. Yeah, I'm out of coffee. Fuel your mind. That's a phrase. Nitrogen infused cold brew latte enhances our signature organic coffee with dairy free organic oat milk rich cocoa. Rich cocoa. It's stupid. Organic. I could care. Water is not. Imagine someone buys organic water. Yeah, I'm gonna buy organic water. Okay, that was my tangent. Anyways, let's get back. Scrap mechanic, right? You know, this is fun. This took me a while. What sucks about, I don't know how other people do it. There's people that have way more advanced projects than I do, right? Way more cooler, way more impressive doing. They're really pushing the limits of logic gates, and they're able to create. What I'm trying to say is that their contraptions are really big, and I don't know how they even plan it. They probably have like a spreadsheet showing off, you know, keeping design in mind, right? Thank you. That's a crazy cool build, Trizzy. It's a banger name. This part's done. I'm so glad this part is done. Now it's just to build the other interface boxes, and I'm done. I mean, this is my. Now I'll never be done with Wedge. I love wedges. Wedges are really fun to play with. I saw this. There was another channel I watched, and he had I don't remember. What I'm trying to get at is that he had a cart design that I thought was really interesting, way better than what I made. And now with the new wedge pieces, it'd probably be easier for them to work on it. All right. So there's still more for this to be done, but essentially the whole mechanism is done. Turntable rail. I'll just call it the wedge cart. In there. This is done. So now, if I connect this to, let's say, I don't know which one of these is the one I use. Is this one? I think it might be this one. Okay. And if I grab my vehicle, then if I place this bad boy down, this sucker. All right. So let's say, how do I say it? So this is a cart riser. The whole point is that this vehicle is dual. It is a car and a rail car, meaning it has more versatility than a regular vehicle. Technically, really. All right. But I can't get on the cart. I need to get on the rail line. Press this button. We're in. And now we just... I hate this part because it's a little finicky. Alright, we're in the green zone. We rise. Oh, we're a little stuck. Okay, so I think this one's broken. This one, is it placed to the ground? Yeah, that's not good. Okay, well, that part's broken. Let's just break it off from one of the other rails. Here, where's my track riser? Let's just call it riser. There's so many versions. But this one's the best version. Okay. Let's place it down. Do you watch other scrap carriers like Scrapman? Scrapman, I don't really remember. Maybe. It's a good maybe. There's other channels I really like. I don't really specifically remember many of their names. Oh wait. Who designed this, bro? Who designed this? This sucks. Okay. I'll just add remove this part. Womp. Do I watch any? I don't actually watch them. More. There was another guy I watched. I forget his name. He's pretty good. He has some. He made like a car piston in Scrap Mechanic, which is pretty cool. I just forget his channel name. I don't really remember many channel names. Oh wait, does this one work properly? Because I think it might have a piece that's not connected. That's connected. Ah, that is an issue. There we go. Now I can really call this the V6 version. There we go. See, that can... So I shouldn't use this. Again, destroy this part, destroy this part, destroy this part. It's whatever, you know. You know, you live and learn, you figure it out. There's another channel. It's a Logic channel. I watch. I forget his name. Sucks I can't because I'm in his Discord channel. I really like him. He's it's not like, no, I'll say it like this. I really like. He really inspired me to get into Logic because Logic really pushes your creative to the next level in this game. You know, you can only do so much mechanically, but I think learning a lot about physical mechanics of the game can really help with your own, so I'll say, like, your problem solving. Or you can do cool tricks, like the turntable is a logic and physical mechanism that work with each other. So learning the physics of this game and then how just weird it is. Alright. It's whatever. Oh wait, technically I can't do... I could do a demo. I can demo this. I could demo it. Okay. Let's do it. We drive into the station. Get a green light. Turn to rail mode. What? Okay. I was gonna say, what? I was in the red. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, okay. And I want to go 180. Turn me, spin me, Dude, this is it's exciting to see. Oh my gosh, it's fucking done. It's so done. And then I'm like, all right, I want to get off the rail. So if I just let myself accordingly. Oh yeah, oh yeah. God damn it, I'm stuck. How am I stuck? Yeah, you just wiggle your way out. Honestly, I hate wedge pieces. I just joined, but this is really cool. Well, thank you. That's a... Whoa. What was I say? I don't remember. this is almost over. The next thing to work on is I want to do inclines, but that's annoying to work with. I think what sucks is turning is not possible unless you have a turntable. But even with a turntable, right? You need bearings. You need a lot of them if you want to do turns. But you can customize the turntable to maybe just be like, oh, you can only accept one input or something, right? Can it go faster or will derailment is possible at faster speeds. I knew that would be a big issue. People would be like, it doesn't go fast enough. Or, I wouldn't say narcissism. You could push it faster. I think it does cause derailment. You wouldn't want to go faster. It more likely chance of what is it? It is more likely chance of derailment. But in the sense, this is pretty fast. I only increased it by a tick, so technically this technically is the fastest. Part of it is you don't have any suspension, so nothing can absorb the shock, and you could probably make a vehicle that could absorb the shock. I just didn't. I didn't know how to do that. Anyways, 180, please. I like this. This is so awesome, bro. This is so peak. This is literally. Oh, it's just too much fucking work. No, this isn't even that complicated. If I spent like. Oh yeah, derailment just happened. I slipped off. No, don't slip. Don't slip. No, the slipping. Alright, yeah, that can happen. It can happen at faster speeds. Sucks. It's better to go slow, but I think what's nicer is that it's a vehicle that can travel a very far distance without any bumps. Meaning you don't really need suspensions for this. Suspensionless vehicle. But is not a good off-roading vehicle. Maybe I can make a version that has suspensions. Okay, that's not good. The whole point of the sensors is to see if you're in line. So if you're not in line, well, if you're like, technically this isn't even possible. Why is that possible? It should be telling me red. Well, whatever. God damn it, it gets stuck. It's because of the well, there's no smoother way. There's no I had to make it like that. I wish I didn't have to make my riser the way it is. The point of the bars is so that the wedge piece doesn't actually get stuck when rising. But there's probably better designs, thinking of it now. Yeah, it's perfect speed, I guess. That old speed, well, the speed I was just using, but it's kind of crazy. Maybe next time I'll up my latency. Or, like, well, it's kind of like a buffer, I guess. Yeah, it kind of... Here, did I derail? I could tell the wheel's spinning. Yeah, you can recorrect it a bit. There's probably way better designs I could probably do. It should give me a red if I'm not in the correct position. Well, it's only red if you're... Oh wait, crud. That should be way higher. As it's trying to look for if someone is derailed. So if I disembark and re-embark, going backwards is so fun and not really suitable or possible. Plus this vehicle is not a perfect vehicle, sadly. Womp womp. Okay. Okay. And engaged. I think if anyone were to use this as is I can't make it bigger than it already is. Are you enjoying the new update when it comes to the wedge changes? I like the wedge blocks. I really took advantage of them. So this should give me a red. It should give me a red because I'm not technically in line. How high am I? Am I higher than 12? I'm gonna set this to 20 because I think that's an issue. This one's set to 20. I think that's an issue because... Anyway, the wedge stuff is... I like it. You know, it's okay. The problem is that wedge pieces are a little bit bigger than a block, so... But I think that's so it get 45 degree, so that they can achieve that wedge piece. Default is a 45-degree angle. I don't really know. Either way, they're good. I don't really use them for anything. It's only been what I've been working on recently that I really have any use for them. There we go. Yeah, there we go. So that's... I'm still learning. That's a big oversight. Because what if you were really off? You were not lined up correctly and you were... Yeah, whatever. I wish this vehicle didn't use 8 bearings. Because I guess that can be a deal breaker in performance. But, you know, I don't really... People are like, my shit cuter is... I guess it's, you know, I'm alienating people if I'm saying that, you know. People who don't have a great PCs, but you can't be surprised that a physics game is going to require a lot of computation. So people are like, my computer, you gotta build it for us people. And like I didn't have people in mind. It's whatever. It's for me in mind usually. Build it for yourself. What people would say, I guess. I don't know. Don't try to give me the I guess like the disability, like you didn't build it for me in mind. Like whoop, womp womp. Okay, yeah, I need to fix that. That causes derailment, and I don't really like that. I can get away with adding these, which does work. I'm exhausted. I need another cup of coffee. I need another cup of coffee. I need another cup of coffee. Shike. Alright, let me see if I can read it. Okay. Okay. I'm in the green. Now I can lower my vehicle. And I can fall gracefully. And then get unstuck. It's just, I don't know. This vehicle is a little wonky. Because I couldn't find a way to attach the because it's because of the seat. They don't make seat. I wish they made lower seats. Seats are really high, and I'm working in very small spaces. I guess I should have made it like bigger, but I conform to the small spaces by choosing the design choice of having the seat lowered. So if you were to get out, you're not like a couple blocks higher than you were to raise a seat, right? Whatever. Anyways, I don't know what else is to work on. That was all I was working on in the stream, just on that. I guess the next part would just be finishing it off, and then we're done. So let's get back to it. So it's called a turntable, Proto T1, T1, Proto T1. Oh wait, technically this one's the newest version. How I even work on this? I don't remember. Before Christmas, I think. Yeah, I think before Christmas, I was making videos about it. I was like, "Hey guys, look! I built a new cart. It's a Wedge cart." All right, next part, adding a whatever. I don't know. It's been a hot minute though. I've been in my life. I had to take a break from it due to the fact that I was probably spending way too much time on it. I do like it because my justification for all this time wasted is I remember seeing on like I think Reddit, someone was like, the new physics system has ruined cart vehicles, apparently. So I was like, oh well, what if I wouldn't say I'm gonna solve it. I am I'm gonna solve it. It was more very much of I'm gonna give my idea to a solution, right? I think it would be very interesting and I was like, well, how do you take a hold of the new wedge piece and use it to your advantage, right? And that's when I came up with the wedge cart. It was I wonder if other people did it because technically, well, it makes it easier to place down wedge pieces because you couldn't. You had to place one by one by one by one. So I don't think people. It was very like I don't want to say economic. I want to say it wasn't economical. It was just that it was just out of people's own convenience. It was annoying. So I'll say it like this. I'll say it like this. People wouldn't make the wedge cart just due to the fact that it would be annoying to because you couldn't place stairs, wedge pieces. You couldn't place a lot. You had to quickly. You couldn't place a lot quickly. So I can only assume that's why the wedge cart could have not exist because it was just annoying to do. But now it's easy to do. Hey. Anyways, just add this every piece. Just how many blocks is it? Six. 6. This. I wonder if I can use a pole instead of placing each individual one down. Yeah, it's fine. Everyone left. and then there was just me. I rambled. So, oh wait, did my awesome music end? Yeah, that's why everyone left, because my awesome music ended. I don't know. There, I love fucking tech music. Doon 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 doon. Whatever, right? Her name was Noel. Ba 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 da. My chat isn't working. It just says. It's not working. It's annoying me. Inspect. I can inspect it. Whatever. Yeah, it's just one. Yeah. That's better. Yeah. I don't really know enough about audio. I wish I did. It's whatever. Let me fix it. Alright, there we go. I need to drink something. Yes. My voice is wheezy. There we go. There's your bag. She doesn't know what she's missing. I wish it was a different type of block to like an indicator light. I'm not a big fan of the other lights because they shine like a bright light at you. I wish we can have like a logic gate block but you can change the color of the face instead of just the body. Let's say I will just say perimeter. How long has been everyone? What does that mean? How long has everyone been gone? What is it? What? How long has everyone been gone? I'm gonna come over and yeah, that's crazy. Okay, just add the glass part. I don't think I need to add more of these. It's only like a couple. Reset switch. So, yeah, this is right. Wiring is the most fun. I know where you lived. I'm glad everything everything works. I wouldn't say this thing is speed reliable. Doesn't move very fast, sadly. But you know, it's not about the speed. It's about the convenience and the availability of it, right? Not about I wish it could go faster, because if it the issue about it going faster is that it's how do you take all your kinetic energy and then transfer it to something else? That's kind of like, that was the issue. So if you're gonna move it really fast, and also the vehicle isn't attached to it, so there's issues with it. So there's no issue with it. It's just that I don't know how to do that. How do you transfer all that excess energy you have that you need to stop, right? You would need like a clutch to to transfer it from here to there without, yeah, I don't know, it's just, yeah, it's a thing. Did I connect that to the right thing? Hope I did. Virtual insanity. Technically, it can go faster. It's just, how do you do something so small? It needs to be. It becomes more. It becomes bigger if you're gonna do that. It becomes more massive if you're trying to achieve more with more comfort requires way a lot more. And technically, you're already working on a very small scale in scrap mechanics, so achieving comfort like I don't know. Maybe it's possible. But I'm not gonna figure that out. Yeah, just for like a lot of like quality of life things would be convenient. Like maybe if the cart move was maybe when the track is switching you to another track, your cart wouldn't slip off. Just due to the fact that your cart isn't attached to the ground. Okay. That's right. Good. So the point of these is is this attached to the ground? It is. Okay. Take a track. Take this. Connect it. The whole point of this is that it's supposed to be easy to connect, easy to implement. It's the word. Okay. We move forward. Hey, I need to access the cart. Okay, that can be an issue. Could derail you. Then you sit on it, and then you just wait 20 seconds. It takes a while. You can implement something like a sensor that's seeing like, oh, if the person, so what you would do, you would have a you would add 3 sensors, because technically, like, what if you don't want to wait that long, right? You want to immediately start. You could add you could add a lot more. there'd be more complexity to it. So you can have it to where, oh, so we take data, so we're taking information and saying that, oh, this player has moved on to the middle track but hasn't left the middle track. So if we were to, if we took that, if we were able to make that logically into a certain scenario where, oh, if these certain triggers happen, we can tell it to, oh, just proceed to reset. Don't like wait. Don't do the whole. The whole point of reset is so when because the assumption is that the player is gonna choose an action and move forward. So the point of reset being so long is to give the player enough time to get on, and then you get off, and then you leave. You don't need to wait for it. So yeah, you know what? I don't think it matters. I'm not gonna do that. I want to turn 180. I thought about adding arrow indicators to tell you like, oh, this turns left, this turns right, right? Anyways, it's done. It's done. I don't. It's done. Anything else to really say about it? But it's done. Well, I guess I should. Track riser has been finished. What has been done? So track riser's been done. Turntable's finally finished. I thought it'd be easy. I just thought the turntable would be the easiest because it was like, well, this and then it was just like, well, what if this? What if that? What if like, okay, how do you interact with it? What do you like? Just the annoyance of, to me, it's trying to satisfy, um, not convenience but comfort. You should save the TT. I will save it. I will. I always will. It's just that how do you like? How do you make it ease of use? How do you? How do? Some of the most greatest designs in technology or in items we interact with is its intuitiveness. It doesn't require you to be taught, but rather you can just figure it out. I still have more ideas planned. Like, there's a cart riser that um I don't even remember. It's essentially a cart riser, but more. Think of it. Uh, I don't know. Yeah, I should save the T2 turntable. And a lot of people know that because that's what it is. And if anyone has ever like, it's a certain design choice called turntable. I remember I was making a video talking about how in the future I'd work on the turntable. The turntable took the longest, and then I say, ooh, who's Waffles Animation? Who's this person? Not like dox him. No, but I do like to see who. It's pretty cool. It got animations. I'll look at those animations later. But sup, man? Sup, person? I'll just say, sup, my people. That's crazy. Anywho, this is practically done. I don't know you could add 8 of. So on the outside there's the 4. I thought about adding 8 due to the fact that what if someone wants to board the thing, whatever the hell it's called, the turntable, but you're backwards. What do you do? What do you do? Then you have to add more of these goddamn interaction panels. It's not like I just don't want to do it, but also it's just like it shouldn't be possible that occurs because at some point you would reach another turntable. I had a demo plan where you did 4 turntables, like at every corner, and then now you just keep. And I'll show off how you can turn to each one. Turn to each one. Like you turn to the new one, then you turn to the other one, then you turn to the other one, you go to the other one, and then you can technically go in a circle, a square. You go in a square. That's really what it is. Going at 45 degree, I wish I can do 45 degree. Maybe you could. Maybe you could make a yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Maybe you could make a cart that oh, what if it goes 45 degrees, right? And then after you go 45 degrees, let's say you have 3 tracks. You can go to the middle, or you can go to the left track or right track. Okay, but how do you do that? Well, technically, you would need 3 turntables. Well, that's annoying. I don't want to do that. That requires more bearings. That requires at least 6 bearings because this one thing has 2 bearings, but also 8 pistons, right? For performance reasons, if someone doesn't want to do that. Well, so we make one that goes 45 degrees, and then I don't know. How would you do it? How would you do it? Without derailment, you could do a pick and place. Oh, what if you create a type of riser that picks you up and then moves you to either left or right track? It's very slow. It's annoying. And oh, what if you want to make your cart longer, right? What if your vehicle, like, oh, I want to tow a lot of resources. Womp womp womp. I did not design it like that. Womp womp womp. I don't want to say that, but it was never intended to, because I never played survival. That's where I can only see this ever being used unless you want to be like, I got art, like your creative world, like, oh look, I have my cart. Or quite literally, these are not these things that people design in scrapbook are never going to be used in real life. And then it comes to this point of like anything I do in this game, it feels meaningless because like, well, what was the whole point of my time of doing this? I'll say, you learned something, bro. You probably learned something. I've learned probably a lot about physics and learned about other things due to this game. But I like that. You learn. Anyways, that's just a tangent, right? I don't even know where the question started. But, you know, I'm glad y'all are enjoying the rumbling roars of a person, right? Not the rumbling roars, but whatever. Foster the people. That's crazy. I was at an event once and they were playing Foster the People while a bunch of kids were in there. Now that's real crazy. Hey, let's play our Foster the People while there's a bunch of students in here. It was so funny though. It was hilarious that people, everyone was like, well, I was cackling at it. My friends were too. What about a riser that has two plus floors? If it could, it's like an elevator in a way. You could do that probably. Yeah, a riser with that type of idea. You just gotta add more pistons. That's all you have to do, right? How would you do that? A riser that's 2 plus floors. It can stop at. A riser has 2 plus floors. A riser has 2 plus floors. It can stop at. What about a riser has 2 plus floors? It can stop at. You can add more pistons. That's all I can think about. And then what if you could add some type of interactive panel to say like, oh, you interact with this panel to so let's say middle floor. Well, what if it was kind of like an elevator? Middle is up. I would say so. Excuse me. Middle. There always needs to be a middle button. The middle button is called the activation button. So moving forward would make you go up. So you can go up like the next floor, and then you can do it again, and then you can do it again, and then you can do then you do middle backwards. You go back, and then you keep going forwards or backwards, forwards or backwards, forwards or backwards, right? So you could do that, right? That'd be kind of cool. The only you just gotta have more pistons. That would be really it. You could do that. I thought about doing that where you do multi-level stuff. Like, oh, let's say you have 2 tracks on top of each other, right? Well, then you would do that. And the thing is that tracks you can't really turn. You could add a very basic version. Oh, that's pretty cool. Nothing wrong with the long message. You know, that's chill like that. You know, it creates great interaction. You know, we're having conversation. It was fun. I'm glad that y'all are taking interest and y'all are sharing. You know, that's really cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I wonder if you I checked the Steam the Steam whatever it's called, Steam Workshop, and I like to see what people I wouldn't say I like to see what people post, but I'm always like, man, these are cool things, the detail or like the functionality of it. I just thought it'd be interesting. Yeah. I'll say it like this, right? You're probably gonna be like, I'll say it like this. I'll say it like this. There's such a delay between a chat and then me reacting, so I think it's like almost a minute in delay. So if you say something, it's gonna take about a minute for me to respond. But I can always see chat. I can always see what y'all are typing, and I'm always very interested in like what y'all are talking about. It just takes me it takes the delay, and I wanna try next stream shortening the delay, so I could do like low and then I could do ultra low, but I think low would be better than normal because normal is like really long, but it's for my internet sake. If I had like ultra fast speeds, then yes, I would totally be way more be way more interacting with y'all just because I'm very interested in what y'all are saying. What the fuck, man? Can I interact with it? Yeah, right, yeah. Thank you, YouTube. There's real no way I can interact with people's messages. Engage with your audience. How do you engage? Start a poll. That's really engaging, YouTube. Can I respond? Can you reply to a message? Is that a thing you even do? That's pretty interesting, though. I think that's really cool. I think the quickest way to interact with people is to probably just like respond. Like, crud. Oh, I gotta stop doing it. But I like to see on people's Steam Workshop. Not diss at anyone or I don't know. But I really do like interacting with people. It's good to see that. Oh, someone made a Helldivers thing. That's really cool. I know people talked about Ortha whatever hell. Essentially, you can. Yeah, it's pretty chill. Sales face, they say. What's this? Ooh, I always like to make everything vanilla. I do not like using mods. Oh, whoa! Why does it do that? That's freaky. I wonder if it's used for. It has to be a certain version of whatever it's called. It's like you need to be using. Unfortunately, slow. I look at this. If it doesn't stand for keep putting on your left setting until it falls backwards. You may need to use a hammer. Okay. Alright, no worries. I got the hammer. Yeah, it's pretty cool to have other people in chat. How do you fucking interact with this thing? Use. What does this do? Oh yeah, this how's everyone else over. Yeah, it's pretty chill. Glad everyone's like chilling. I always like that. You know, it's great. You know, there's even like interaction within people just talking to each other. How do you interact with this thing? Is that the back? Oh, this thing's cool. Okay, I see how it works. No, no, what the fuck? Okay, did it break it? Okay, again. Whoa, this thing's actually kind of fucking cool. I'm almost gonna cuss. Yeah, I'm glad there's interaction with people within this little. I like this. How do they do that? The rocket launcher. I try to make a mortar or a type of vehicle that you can shoot payloads out of. It's because of these, I can tell. Oh, no crud, I can tell. Okay. It doesn't use a... Interesting. What happens if I shoot it? I don't know, I'm just kind of just playing around at this point. I'm not even doing anything. Which I probably should be. I probably be making something more entertaining than just like, oh, look at this, guys. You know, right. But I'm glad there's at least people, you know, interacting with each other. Oh, okay, that's how it works. That's pretty smart, actually. I never thought of doing it. Did I even save this turntable? I'm gonna say quotes. Oh, I hope it. Yeah, I hope it gets. I'm glad it's getting better. That's. I wish there was better ways to interact with people, and you know, yes, you can only do so much. Yeah. Yeah. I should create a Discord. Too early for that. Anyways. Yeah. That sucks. Yeah. Maybe I'll stream later today. Maybe I'll stream. Ooh. That must not have been fun. Hope, yeah, man, yeah, hope, I don't know. Sucks, yeah. Crud. I can feel, man. That sucks. I could feel that about working on a what is it, film project, writing, and then wanting to make it perfect, and in your head it looks a lot better than when you make it on paper. It doesn't look as well, but you know. Yeah. I'll probably go look at it. Seems interesting. Yeah, just support each other. I guess all you can really say. Razor. I think it's all I worked on. Oh, that's pretty cool. You like Dark Souls. Dark Souls on a Switch is kind of crazy. Or something like that. I don't know. It just. This is. Okay. I guess the next thing to work on is the worst thing I have to work on. How do you. Riser tracks are gonna be annoying. No, not Riser. What could I work on? I need to ask. Wait, other vids so far? It's like I know how to write, but when I where it's like I forgot. That sucks. I never experienced that. Interesting. You just I don't know. Yeah, I've been there before. I would say no. I said I haven't. I never understand. That's something I never heard of. That's interesting. It sucks, you know. Like I have a great story, and then you're like, like, No, it's I bet, you know, I bet people every day have a lot of great ideas for stories. You know, in this day of the age of the internet, anyone can create anything with relative ease. All this takes is putting effort, but it's not just about that. You know, it's about that in the sense that I think um a lot of I just think media right. I don't know. This is my favorite YouTube account. If you'll want to hop over there, I'm interested about what your videos are. I'm always interested to see other people's content. Since it's very interesting to see like, ooh, what do you do, right? It's just that I think media is kind of mid right now. There's nothing really good coming out, but I think there is. It's just that a lot of it is like very niche groups of people that only know about it, and then they don't, you know. With media now, people can make something very big because they talk about it. But yeah, I think your animation stuff you can get far. Just keep working on it, yeah. And it's a cut. A lot of people say it's a gamble. It is a gamble, really. But don't try to think it'll be like your way out of something. Just because you're gambling all your work on it, or your time on it. So, you know, as long as you're happy about it, you know, keep doing it. Do what you love, right? This is what I love doing. I don't know. It's something to do out of my free time. Love interacting with people. Love interacting with y'all. What I'm gonna do? Just yeah, I guess you keep doing that. I say get like scrap mechanic. You in the way no one wants to do. Follow your trends, right? Follow trends. I didn't do it because I just did it. I guess you could do it to what's interesting, like do it to a niche, I guess, and then you grow an audience there, then try to move it somewhere else, right? You could, I don't know. Yeah, yeah. Try doing that. I don't know. This isn't my plan in life. It just happened that people are like, oh wow, your scrap mechanic video, right? A lot of people are watching. I've been streaming for a while. Not really that long. You just gotta work on this stuff, and then I don't know. Didn't really miss much. Not much to miss. There's nothing really going on. I'm bored right now. It's kind of like, well, what do I do? I have this mode where I can pay a lot of stuff at the same time and at once. That sucks. But I had a small where I can pay a lot of stuff at the same time. Interesting. Eastern Front. Oh, this one. I have a mod. It's this extended paint tool. I do and do not like it. I never used it. It's only kind of useful if you're like, I want to get certain shades of whatever. It only has hue, and then then you have your triangle where you have your. So this is saturation, brightness, and that's it. So you have saturation, brightness, and hue. Right. But I don't like due to the reason I don't like it is just that, well, how do you use it? No, I'll say it like this. Um, there's no use for it. Just because you can't use it for centers. It only really is an art tool. That's all I ever see it for. Not for very much of a whatever tool for scrap mechanic. Because then you could encode more things. I'm checking out this YouTube channel that you have. I guess just post more, but also who's this channel? Your friend's channel. A psycho. Interesting. Interesting channel. I say you can get somewhere with it, right? All you have to do is I don't even fucking know, man. This is Trizzy, yeah. It's very I don't fucking know, man. I guess build a skill and show it off. That's all I can say. There's way more channels that are way more impressive than me that have way more skill. Yeah, it's true. It's not like I know anything. Quite literally don't. I guess just keep doing stuff. I don't know. Figure it out. You'll figure it out. It's not like I don't really know. It's like a posting on time. On time. You don't need to be on time. You have such a small viewer base. You don't need to. You don't need to even dedicate like your life to it yet. You only dedicate if it's like really worth it, right? Like I haven't posted a video in a hot minute, and that's because this like almost been like a week, right? But it's just that I don't know. It's not. This is a hobby. It's really much of a hobby, not enough of a like. Oh, I'm gonna. It's worth investing the time. It's only worth investing if you really think if you're at a stage where you can invest that much time. Streaming, on the other hand, is so worth on investing. Dude, that's if you have like a viewer base, I guess, right? There. But even then, streaming is worth it just to not show, but you play games already. Everyone plays games for extended so much time, like an hour or two, right? Then you can just interwove it with streaming, and I guess you can get somewhere with that. I don't really know. I guess it's a gamble, but it's it's a gamble you're not really wasting, I guess. I'll just build, so yeah, just keep doing that. You already got 11 subscribers. Yeah, you're doing well. Yeah, that's good. That's pretty cool. Whoa, we got Duncan Jones in the chat. Duncan Jones. That's a banger name. I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm making fun of, but it's a name. It's alright. It's me being me. It's gotta be something new. Well, it's a pleasure with all you being here. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome, I will have to say. Be interesting to do that. We'll see. I don't know what to say more of. There's not much to say. I might just end it here, but I don't want to leave y'all with nothing, so let's see. Crazy work. Here, I'm gonna do this. Oh. I'm enjoying this vid. This is. What is it called? I don't know. Wait. I'm gonna make a Discord because y'all like talking, and I want to foster a community that interacts. So I'll create something for y'all. What is it? I don't know. What should we name it? I have no idea. Yeah. I'll just call it Stereo Haven. Just kind of chill. I could change the icon, but I like what I have it right now. Or I can change it to. I don't have roles. Let me add roles. I don't. Permissions. God, this is fun. Everyone get bombarded with something crazy. Anyways, what's a role? I don't have any role ideas. Oh yes, not like everyone wants to see my stuff. Just curious, my stuff features topic until that's very caring, What did they say? I don't know. Top of the ladder. Just get this a yellow roll. Permissions. And then I'm going to this is my role. Not on mods. But since it's so small, it doesn't really matter. Jesus, there's so many. I'll have to give a role for everyone. Yeah, everyone role will just have like basic. Jesus, I don't know. Discord has so many permissions now. It used to be a lot smaller. All right, and I'll just give myself that. You know that works. What's the? There's roles. I don't remember. Just me. And then I'll just add create a role. And then what's everyone role? Create change nicknames. Allow members to change their own nicknames. I will not allow that. Well, yeah, I don't care. 10 messages. No. Send create polls. Yeah, whatever. Alright. I'll just add a no limit. Does this link work? It just says hidden. Why does it say hidden? Invite people? What the fuck? Oh, it's because of that. There you go. Here. Does this work? I can. There you go. I hate. Never mind. And I'll just add I'll make a role just called the people. Quite frankly. I'll just add a new role. Just edit. Make it blue. It's always blue. No, that's a really stand out. Display role members separately. It's just an everyone role essentially. Permissions. Yeah. There we go. And then we'll work on this later. Not like an important thing I'm working on. Alright, there we go. It's just. And then everyone else gets to have this role. Yeah, welcome. Can I add a role? Everyone just gets not everyone role. I'm not boosting this. God damn it. There you go. Server settings, roles, and then just add members. There we go. You get the people. Your link isn't working for me. Damn. That's crazy. Wonder why. I don't fucking know. Says he's on the server. That's crazy. Gonna have to. It should work. And it says temporary members. This is just, I don't even know anymore. There we go. They got Ultra Gamer, whoever may Ultra Gamer may be. Yeah, there you go. I have no idea what the people role has. It's like mine, but not. Edit it. What's the permissions? View channels, create express members. That's fine. Create invites, change nicknames. That's fine. Da 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 da. Use external. Use it. Da da da. Read message history. Create polls. That's fine. These are all fine. Alright, there you go. I mean, alright, that's, that's, alright, yeah. Hope, people will join. I'm glad, I'm not gonna probably ever be on here. For people who want to chit chat and chill, join the link, join the Discord. Because, what song is this? Oh, Sublime. I like Sublime. They're pretty chill. Yeah. It's crazy. Gotta get some Old Holland candy? What's that? What do you mean Old Holland candy? I'm very interested about that now. Old Holland candy. Oop, does not spell old right. Dutch candy? Maybe, that sounds interesting. Oh wait, there should be a separate. That's in rolls, I think. I just gotta change it. Display separate from online members. Yeah, there you go. So, yeah, there's the people. Okay, and if I go to, I forget that back to role settings, and I do that for every role. View this role separate from online members. Yeah, there you go. Top of the ladder. Alright, we got bro has 3 accounts. That's crazy. So I had to give you the role. There's a one's there easy way roles. There you go. Top of the, you get the people. There you go, and you got offline. Alright, that's cool, it's chill. I don't have any. It's an old box of Vince. Yeah, I thought it was Dutch candy because like Holland. Yeah, that's chill. What's happening in here? I gotta read that later. I fix it. Pretty chill. Alright. How long? An hour? 2 hours? It's not like I'm like, I want to end it. I kind of do and kind of don't. It's just the fact that, I guess, yeah, it's to end it. Not much to really talk about. Plus, no, once I'm done with this project, I have nothing else really to work on from this project on, which kind of sucks. But what are you gonna do, right? But hope to actually, I'm not gonna say grow the channel. Hope for more interesting projects to come my way. I thought about asking people what should be my next project. Because I'm interested in what other people like, oh, can you try this? Can you do this? Because I'm interested in like, oh, well, could we do it? Is it possible? That's what I'm more interested in. More of a like, what do y'all think I should do? And then a lot of these are not ideas or like, I'm gonna make an idea for a video. No, it's more of like, I'm gonna work on something, and if it's interesting, I might show it off. That's really it. Really more like, hey, look what I made, guys. Duncan Jones left. Oh, let me give a. Okay, I look sad. I'm very sad. I'm very saddened that Duncan Jones left us today. I'm very saddened by that, guys. I'm very sad. I'm crying. I'm bawling my eyes out, rolling on the floor. I'm saddened that Duncan Jones left us. That's pretty cool. Duncan Jones was a veteran. What the hell is this? Anyways, I think that's the end for today. I'm done. You know, I might do some more later, more streaming later. I hope people who are in join the Discord so they can discuss more about whatever they want to discuss about. You know, you're right, to their limits, right? So, hope you all have a good morning, a good night, and a good afternoon. That's my stream for the day, or for we'll see. Bye. That is a video delay. That's crazy. Now there's a video delay. Goodbye. I leave you off with this. Dismissed.